Okay. I just now it wasn't letting me tweet out that I was going live, so that was frustrating. And then I accidentally clicked the uh, local recording button instead of the Twitch button. But now stream has started. So, for people who haven't come here straight from a blog post, or otherwise aren't keeping up, what I'm doing here is the latest in my series of deck building challenges. In this case, this challenge was suggested by RS Dockery on the FFG forums, and he challenged me to beat Escape. Well, technically he didn't say beat, he just said play, but obviously I'm going to try to win. He challenged me to play Escape from Mount Graham, having no captured cards other than my additional heroes. So that's obviously that's what I'm going to do. This is the deck that I built: Arwen, Treebeard, and Eowyn. And so I'm going to come into here. So each player shuffles his starting hand into his deck. So discard all of those cards, shuffle into deck, and now I create my captured deck. So let's see, quest specific actions, escape from Mount Graham, capture deck. Create your capture deck, yes. As you can see, there are no cards in my captured deck because I specifically omitted all allies, items, artifacts, and mounts from the deck. So the only things that will be captured will be my two heroes, so I'm not going to bother putting them in the captured deck and randomizing which of them is shuffled in and which of them is put on the top. I can just, if I find that I'm only rescuing one of them, then I can randomize which one it is. So yeah, I'm starting with Eowyn. Add 2 resources to her, and set my threat equal to that hero's threat cost, which of course is 9. Eowyn's threat cost is not actually 6. So since you do player setup before you do encounter setup, I would have reduced my threat by 3 during player setup, and then moved on to encounter setup, which sets my threat equal to Eowyn's threat cost of 9, and does not take account of that setup ability. It's still fine. Set stuff. So I have to play and draw a new opening hand of 3 cards. Okay, resourceful is nice. And go to stage 2. So capture 7, but I only have 2 cards to be captured. So they are obviously both captured underneath Comax Dungeons. And I need... Okay, I meant to hit all cards. Okay, there we go. Prison cell. 1 prison cell added to the staging area. Nothing to capture under it. And while I'm here, I'm just going to discard the additional copies of Quest Stage 2. And that brings us to the start of the quest. So, this deck starts off very simply. Let's see, should I play this resourceful onto Eowyn? I'm not sure that I should. No. Well, I suppose there's some potential value on the assumption that I'll find a song of travel. So sure, I will play this resourceful onto Eowyn. And now, that's obviously it. This deck is very simple right at the start. My quest for 4. Things can get potentially screwed up depending on what I reveal in this first round. But I think I'd have to get unlucky 2 rounds in a row for things to really go wrong. So, the reveal, Tunnels of Mount Graham. X is the number of captured cards underneath Tunnels of Mount Graham, which is 0. So, I'm questing for 4 against 1 threat, which means I make 3 progress, so I rescue 3 cards, but there are only 2 cards to rescue, so here we go, both of my heroes back. And if there are no captured cards underneath Gornak's dungeons, join another player at the beginning of the travel phase. If you cannot join another player, all players advance to stage 3A together. Like I said, incredibly simple at this point. And odds are pretty decent that this will happen most times, because 4 willpower against 1 threat in the staging area, and there's not a lot of threat in the Escape from Mount Graham encounter set. So the chances of me revealing 1 or 0 threat are reasonable. So, add some Gate and Gornak to the staging area. Shuffle our orcs into the encounter deck, then reveal 1 encounter card per player from the top of the encounter deck. So, move all to encounter deck, make sure they're shuffled, and reveal. Dang. I was really hoping I wouldn't get this. Either discard an ally from play or reveal an additional encounter card. I obviously have no allies, so I reveal an additional card. Doomed 3. Till the end of the round, each enemy gets minus 2 engagement cost and +1 attack. So this has an engagement cost of 15. Yeah, I'm still fine to not engage it. Okay. And so now this is where things slow down and I might have some interesting decisions. I'm going to travel to the prison cell. No need to go to Tunnels of Mount Graham because it's 0 threat. And I will engage Jailer Gornak. So, Treebeard will defend. Of course, Jailer Gornak is attacking for. Actually, no, hang on. Sorry, I will play this Deep Knowledge during the combat phase, and then I'll play this Deep Knowledge during the combat phase. And then I'll discard this Elven Light to Arwen and pull it back to draw another card. Okay, I was checking to see if I got a feint. So no, Treebeard is defending, Jailer Gornak is attacking for 6. So Treebeard takes 3 damage. And now I trigger Eowyn. Raise my threat by 3 to ready Eowyn and give her +9 attack. So she attacks for 10, Arwen attacks for 1, which is a total of 11, and Jailer Gornak is dead. All very simply sorted out, and we come to the end of the round. Okay. So 2 resource falls, and I am still in secrecy for this round, but 1 resource fall on Treebeard and 1 on Arwen. Discard Elven Light to get a resource. Now I could pull it back to draw another card. Or I could play Unexpected Courage. I mean, I'm going to have to deal with this Angmar Orc this round. There's 3 threat in the staging area. I think I am going to play Elven Light, draw another card. Okay. So that's it. And then I quest for 7. And we reveal prison cell. So 7 against 4. I make 3 progress and explore this prison cell. Travel to the new prison cell. Engage the Angmar Orc. Defend with Treebeard. Plus 2 attack because the defending player's threat is 20 or higher. So it's attacking for 4. Treebeard takes 1 damage. He's only just still alive, but he is still alive. Control N. And extra resources all round. So obviously I'm going to play this self-preservation. And heal up Treebeard for 2. Discard Elven Light for a resource and put it back to draw a card. Okay. Unexpected Courage onto Treebeard as well. And no, hang on. There was 6 threat in the staging area. I somehow failed to count the threat of the Angmar Orc, so there was 6 threat. And I made 1 progress. Right, so now there's 4 threat. I am questing for 7 again, I think. I think I still want to hold back. Treebeard in case of another enemy. Goblin Tormentor, so that's another 2, so 6 threat again. So again I make 1 progress. Of course the Goblin Tormentor is 0 attack because there are no cards in play with captured cards underneath them. So let's engage him. Treebeard will defend against the Angmar Orc and take no damage. Well, I could just take this undefended, or I could quick strike him to death. No, I'm going to take him undefended. Plus 2 attack, because he has no captured cards underneath. I am actually going to deal damage to Treebeard because he's the one that's going to have healing consistently, which means I can't then deal him a damage to increase his attack and kill the Goblin Tormentor. But I think it'll be fine. in the long run. Control N. Okay. Song of Travel. Definitely going to help. So discard Elven Light to Arwen and then put it back for a resource. Okay. Protector of Lorien. On to Eowyn. Space out a bit. Song of Travel. Also into Eowyn. So now I can use Lair of Nimrodel with Eowyn. I can also use Protector of Lorien and Elven Light. So in fact, there's the heal that up. I'm going to discard Elven Light during the planning phase and put it back to draw another card. Okay, so then I'll play this Daeron's Runes, discarding Elven Light, and then pull it back. Another Protector of Lorien, which I'm not going to play. I was kind of hoping for a good harvest, which would let me play with that second self-preservation, but I don't want to go too crazy right off with this, so let's just quest for 7 against 4. Okay, 7 against 5, I make 2 progress. Was there a reason I didn't want to quick strike after the shadow card was revealed? I didn't actually think of that as an option. I guess it was mainly to save my quick strikes, though probably wasn't that much reason to do so. But whatever. Yeah, that might have been a better solution, but I just didn't think of it. Okay, so I've cleared that one prison cell. I will travel to the new one, and I have to engage this dungeon guard. Because now is definitely a case where my quick strikes may be useful. So let's quick strike to attack the Angmar Orc, and unseen strike. So Treebeard is attacking for 6 without damaging himself. Yeah, I'm just gonna use up the second quick strike to kill off the dungeon guard as well, and then of course take Tormentor undefended with a 0 attack. So I'm fine. Discard this shadow card, and control N. Extra resources all around. Pay 3 for the second self-preservation. Heal up. I need more space again. Play Daeron's Runes. discard Elven Light and then put it back. Okay. So, alright, so now there's only 3 threats in the stadium area, and I'm definitely in a position to start trying to get the progress down. So let's quest for 3, 5, 9, and reveal. Oh no, okay, I'm just gonna test a will that, I think. So, I'm questing for 9. So, could use Lay of Nimrodel twice to get an extra 9 willpower, and then Protector of Lari and Elven Light a few times, and deal damage to Treebeard. I'm currently making 4 progress. So that would be 1 on the quest. Can I get an extra 14 out of this? I can get... No. I can get 12. Oh no, no, I can deal 2 damage to Treebeard, to bring it up to 14. Okay. So, Lay of Nimrodel on Eowyn gets me an extra 5 willpower. Lay of Nimrodel on Eowyn again gets me an extra 4 willpower. Two damage to Treebeard gets me an extra 2 willpower. And then I can get it back up. Discard Elven Light to protect your Lion. Pull it back, draw a card, discard it again. Pull it back, draw a card, discard it the 3rd time. That's the maximum plus 3 willpower. I'm making 18 progress. And so for all that it makes my Unseen Strike useless, I'm going to just travel straight to the southern gate. Oh no, wait. That'll give my enemies +2 attack each. Pull back Elven Light again. I mean, I suppose at this point I've already made the progress, so I could put it off an extra round just to make sure that I've dealt with my enemies. Because yeah, this would be 4 attack and this would be 2 attack. So it would be pretty risky to take that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it for one more round. Engage here. Treebeard will defend this. Exhausted character you control. I can't take this undefended. That's fine. And control N. Okay, there's that feint. Now I'm going to put the second Protector of Lion onto Treebeard, since he can obviously use it for defense as well as willpower. Discard Elven Might to Arwen. Put another Unexpected Courage onto Treebeard. And okay. So, you know, I might just... Yeah, just on the off chance of any, since I don't need any progress at all. I'm going to not quest, but then play Battle Fury, and then City Strike, to have Treebeard attack and kill this Angmar Orc, and then I'll pay a Spirit Resource to have him committed to the quest. So, 3 threat in the staging area, I'm questing for 2. I have 5 threat in the staging area, and I'm still questing for 2. But let's see, let's pull back Elven Might and draw a card, and then discard it again. So I'm losing by 2, and then I deal 2 damage to Treebeard, and then I heal it up, and then I travel to the southern gate and raise my threat to 35. So then I engage this Angmar Captain. I feint the Angmar Captain. And it's 7 to kill. Yeah. So yeah, Treebeard will defend this guy, who was already attacking for 2 because of +2 from the southern gate. So since my threat is 20 or higher, he's now attacking for 4. Treebeard will take 1 damage. Or I could just discard a Good Harvest to boost Treebeard's defense. And then I attack for 5, 6, 7, kill the Angmar Captain, heal up Treebeard, around, okay. Extra resources. So I'm gonna pull back Elven Might, draw a card, and then discard it to Arwen. So the result is just that I draw a card. Okay, where's that Elven Might? I'm gonna put it back again. Okay. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So in the quest phase, I quest for 4, 7, Battle Fury, spending spirit resource, 9, 10. So I'm questing for 10 against an empty staging area. Player discards the top card of his captured deck and raises his threat by that card's printed resource cost. If at least one player discarded no cards from this effect, interrogation gains doomed 2, or I could just play a test of will. So, yeah, I'm gonna just win the quest. Of course I can at this point even increase my willpower. So that's got me up to 14. Good Harvest Spirit. So I can discard Elven Might. Once, pull it back, and twice, and pull it back. And 3 times and pull it back. That's for 1 Protector of Lorien. And then I can discard 3 more. So I'm questing for 21 against an empty staging area. I make 21 after the progress that I needed. This goes to the victory display. And I've won the quest. Pretty simply. Having Tactics Eowyn so that I can kill Gornak instantly helps massively. Because, I mean, he's not necessarily that big a problem to this approach, because the big thing is usually he's difficult to avoid, because yeah, after 1 or more captured cards are rescued, he engages the player with the highest threat and makes an immediate attack. Since with this approach I have that there are no captured cards for me to rescue, that's never going to go off. So yeah, that's not a problem. But if I couldn't kill him instantly with Eowyn, I would have to leave him in the staging area. That would be another 3 threat in the staging area. So then him in the Southern Gate is 6 threat plus whatever enemy I may have revealed, which could be a higher threat enemy for the Young Orcs set. That could be 9 threat. And that would be close to insurmountable. But being able to take out that 3 threat of Jailer Gornak just makes it much simpler. Yeah, I just realised I've always read your name as Pachilota, but I guess the LOTR at the end is for Lord of the Rings, so I guess it's just Apache, Vulgarians, whatever. Yeah, it is a fun idea to make a deck with no capture cards. I think I've thought about it before, but I never actually did it until this. I'm gonna take a second run at the quest and just sort of to... Well, if it goes smoothly, then I might skip to trying it again, just as... I kind of want to see if I can get a version that causes me like slightly more problems, because it is possible that... I don't know, I mean, if it works out, obviously, then that demonstrates the point that this is consistent and I'm not just getting lucky. So once again, in case you weren't here when I started, I've just right-clicked on my deck, gone to quest-specific actions, escape from Mount Graham, capture deck, create your capture deck, yes, and nothing happens because nothing gets captured except my heroes. So, yep, I have 2 resources. Well, yeah, I assume that's in response to my realizing that the yellow tiara on your name is for Lord of the Rings. I don't necessarily think about these things. I just read names. The starting hand of 3 cards. Strider is going to be very useful. Okay, I'm going to leave the prison cell in a minute. Oh, and I need to set my threat to 9. Prison cell. And my threat is 9. Okay, go in. Right, Strider. So actually this means that right now Eowyn will quest without exhausting, because I only have 1 hero, or 1 character. Oh no, it's 1 hero. The reason Strider is in, obviously, is just from 2 willpower, because I'm always going to control 5 or fewer characters, because I'm always going to control 3 characters, because just my heroes. Or less, I suppose, yeah. So I quest for 6 without exhausting, which actually means I can't... I think I can't get screwed over at this point. Yeah, see, Cruel Torturer. This guy has 2 threats, so if I hadn't gotten Strider in my opening hand, then this would be 3 threat. I would only make 1 progress, and thus I would only rescue 1 of my heroes. So I'd have to take an extra round to get the 2nd hero, and it might screw things up slightly. I'd have to debate whether or not I actually travel to the prison cell. But as it is, I've rescued both of them. So, yeah, that's... here, and reveal another prison cell. So I'll travel to a prison cell. It's a shame that I can't engage both these. Well, actually, no, I suppose it wouldn't actually work, because I don't have 2 defenses. But I could have 2 attacks with Eowyn, thanks to her not exhausting to quest from Strider. But I'll take Joe Gornak, defend, take 2 damage, attack, trigger Eowyn. And here we go. Okay, deep knowledge. Very resourceful. Which I'll put straight onto Treebeard. I might actually discard Lay of Nimrodel. So I want that unexpected courage. Yeah, so discard Lay of Nimrodel for a resource and then play the unexpected courage. And so now we quest for 9 against 3. Yeah, this is... Okay, Orc Ambush. This could be a problem. Yeah, this is one of the things that can definitely cause a problem. Side quests tend to be problematic. So, yeah. Okay, so I was questing for 9 against now 4, so 5 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Travel to another prison cell, and I guess I will not engage this cruel torturer now. So Orc is attacking for 3. Defend, discard a random card from your hand. Raise your threat by its printed cost. Okay. And I will not attack back. In the circumstances, because I'd have to deal 2 damage to Treebeard to do any damage to the enemy. Control N. Get down that self-preservation. And exhaust it. Okay, so I definitely want to go to Orc Ambush right now, and I think I'm going to take the chance and quest all out for 6, 11 versus 6. Wait, hang on. I was questing for 9 last round. I feel like I omitted the threat of the Southern Gate. Yeah, I definitely did. I'm just not paying attention to things. I'm trying not to dwell on things too long because this is fairly simple at this stage, but so I think that's right. Because I was 9 last round against D6, 7, yeah. So just 2 progress on the prison cell. So I'm questing to Orc Ambush for 11. So 8, I make 3 progress. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to deal 2 damage to Treebeard so that I explore Orc Ambush. And the prison cell, travel to the prison cell. So it's character you control, I can't. Okay, discard Elven Light, play back. Next resource here. So now I've got the side quest out of the way. I've got Elven Light in hand. Got the extra willpower from Strider, which actually turned out to be kind of crucial. Without that, Orc Ambush would have been much more of a problem, I think. But that extra 2 willpower really kind of swung it. So I'll just go for 9. There's 6 threat in the staging area. Now let's go for 11 again. Okay. So that's 8 threat. I make 3 progress, exploring the prison cell, travel to a new prison cell. So let's engage the Goblin Tormentor. Gonna feint the Angmar Orc and take the Tormentor undefended. Okay, so +2, so yeah, we'll be able to damage to Treebeard. Annoying though it is. And this means that I can't kill the Angmar Orc right away, so I'll deal 1 damage to Treebeard. And to increase his attack to 4 and kill the Tormentor. Control N. Pay Darren's Wounds. And pay 1 resource to pull back the Elven Might after I discard it. Okay, and you know what, good Harvest Spirit. Pay 2 for this unexpected courage. Discard Elven Might and pay 1 for Eowyn to pull it back. And, so yeah, discarding it to add a resource to Arwen. And we should be sorted now. So, questing for 11 against 5. 11 against 8. I'll make some progress on the actual quest at some point. Yeah. And plus 2 attack, take damage, means I still can't kill it. So annoying. So nope, don't even bother. Control N. Discard Elven Might and pull it back, so I'll travel. Anything else there? Gonna put the Song of Travel onto Treebeard this time. Okay, and now let's quest for 9 and play Battle Fury. So Treebeard attacks, I deal 3 damage to him. It increases the attack to 6, so I kill the Angmar Orc, and then pay 1 spirit resource to commit him to the quest. And his ability has also increased his willpower, so he's questing for 5. So I'm questing for a total of 14 against 8 threat in the staging area, 11 threat in the staging area, 3 progress on the quest. Too many enemies. You only deal with 1 at a time. Okay, let's engage this Angmar Marauder. Defend. +1 attack. And attack, do 1 damage. discard Elven Light and put it back. Resourceful. Play Aaron's Council in the planning phase, and then play the second resourceful onto Treebeard. Since he has the Song of Travel, it makes sense to just stack everything on him. Heal up and quest for 6, 9, 11. This is 8. And this is 10. Okay. Defend. No damage. Attack 3, 4, 5. And kill it. Yeah, it's the resources, discard over my point back. The fact that I keep drawing enemies at this point is a big problem, because I can really only engage one at a time. And then your Treebeard's been struggling with his damage, so actually killing them is not so easy. Yeah, it's a problem. So now there's 10 threat in the staging area, and I think all I can do is quest for 11. Okay, so now I'm questing for 10.